Live. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Survivors of Tarnstead. This week, Sickly DM edition. But even then, we are going to start in our usual manner. First up, we have Blackheart as...
Carrick Marsh.
We have Kronos as...
Call it out for you.
No, it's my job. You can't take this from me. We have Hattad as...
Told it.
We have Marcus as...
Corvus had all last.
Yes, Sammy as...
Gifted.
No, shut up. Minus 5 DKP.
No, my DKP.
Yeah, Sammy as...
Gift in progress.
Tobias as...
Oh, Cassiopeia Steel Shot.
And you have me, Yuli, as your glorious DM. Who would like to give the recap?
I'll give the
She's
recap.
not very friendly today.
Okay, so last time we continued with the rescuing of Corvus's brother Louis. He ended up going back to Dulvwood after some arrangements. We made Corvus cry. He was talked into eating food with his hands by Echo. We continued doing little bits and bobs on the airship and I'm doing the abridged version. We heard an emergency call that, oh no, some people need our help. Gifton wasted 2 wishes trying to quickly facilitate contacting them back, like a Nimrod. Luckily, Shaxton was able to dial in the radio, and the other people had to start dialing in their radio. And then we had brief things of we're veering off to go help them. They had a civilian population that needs to be evacuated. We rode over to Helm's Deep and all jumped into the fray to try to help out. But it looks like a Kobayashi Maru no-win scenario. There are dragons at the gate, monsters literally lurking in the enemy soldier piles that are just kind of coming out. Cassiopeia had to ditch her special room that she had somehow decided that she was going to make in the bottom floor of my airship.
You mean the barricade?
Yeah, and ended up shoving it out to the gate where she's at right now as a barricade, while refugees were being rushed inside till they had teleported down to help get the civilian population associatedly ready to get into the airship and had been help loading them up. When he heard my call for help, which we'll get to later, he dimension doored up into the air like a motherfucking badass and came down like a Marvel superhero into a blue dragon who he did not snicker snack, much to the crowd's displeasure. But he's riding that one down to the ground, or was trying to. It's trying to abort its dive. Carrick, meanwhile, was flying around as an actual motherfucking dragon and messing up the place with Shaxan straddled on his back as the two of them are working together. Me and Dingus are out front trying to defend 11 people that are in a trench. There were originally 5, but with mass healing, I've got 6 up. But that's not really great because apparently all they have are grenades left and they're out of ammo, and they're kind of just throwing grenades, and we're trying to hold back the gate. I've cast stuff to walls and things like that trying to defend it. Unfortunately, a shadow dragon jumped out to try to kill me when I was trying to get Dingus to start hauling the guys away to try and get them to the airship, because they were basically on the side of the wall that you can't get inside again. They're basically in the death line right now, where those poor 11 guys aren't going to get back in the base, and there's no hope for them. So Gifton wants to give them hope and get them out. Shadow Dragon attack, Dingus kill Shadow Dragon, Dingus big boy. While that was happening, Blue Dragon come try kill Gifton. Tilde, super amazing Marvel superhero. Then we all kind of gazed up in the sky, saw a bunch of runes starting to form in the air, and it looks like, to those of us who are casters that made the check, that the super bad guys have teamed up to cast Meteor Strike as a group massive spell that's upcast, which is super terrifying and should never happen. Don't let your kids do this at home. And it's about to happen. So I was gonna cast a spell, and that's where we ended last session.
Okay.
You're summoning Bahamut.
Well done. Take your fine heroic inspiration for doing a recap so far out.
I hope it's a long rest.
Wouldn't that be nice?
For once, we actually want one of those.
Yeah, it's kind of usual to have this in the middle of a combat situation,
I
right?
know, it would be really nice. Can I trade one in?
No.
Damn it.
I'll let you trade a deck of 5 in.
I have a stack of 5
Mm-hmm.
for a redraw.
That's why she said it.
For a long rest card, if that is what you desire.
For me,
For everybody.
E.
You are one of everybody.
One of everybody.
I want a long rest. Please.
Okay. Indeed. Everybody, you receive the benefits of a long rest.
Does that mean
Yeah.
everything that a long rest can do?
Everything that a long rest can do. You can get hit points back up, you can get your spell slots back, you can get all your features back.
I am swapping a spell.
Ah.
I am
Oh,
getting counterspell back.
very nice.
Ah.
Good boy. That's actually useful in this situation in general.
Oh, I guess if Corvus wants to change up any of his preps too.
Alright, well, anyway, I'm casting Counterspell with Wish.
No, okay, then give the hold your fucking horses a second here.
I mean, she'd already had the wish cast.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, yeah, I just gotta do this little DM narrating thing of going back into it, just
Yeah, just,
procedure.
Well, I already know what I have to do, which is I'm going to give up yet another card to you, like a do,
Well,
to get advantage on the roll I have to
Well-
make.
first of all,
Yeah.
I am going to ask you to make me a perception check.
Oh no.
As there are 3 casters, and I'm going to ask you which one in particular you are targeting with the counter spell.
I'm going to cast this to get advantage on my perception.
Okay, you want the
check.
part to do perception check.
Alright, and yeah, and I did just roll. I have wheel today, so I can add bonus to dice checks.
Okay.
And I have advantage. 24.
Okay, 24. I will describe to you what you can see of these casting groups.
Mhm.
Because there are 3 groups, as I've said, sort of spread in a bit of a triangle, but out away from you. They're not surrounding you or anything,
Mhm.
Leftmost caster. Thankfully, these are rather easy to spot the locations of because of the magical energies whirling around them. The leftmost caster seems to be in what is a series of hastily dug in trenches. It looks like that area has actually seen most of the brunt of the counterattack since before you arrived. There are corpses littered about the area. There are quite a few destroyed what looks like to be war machiner. There is a fake defensive line over there, but it is a clearly suffering front. The caster himself seems to be somewhat isolated, only a couple of men around him. It is about, let's say about 400 to 500 feet away, but within the range of Wish, because, that's how Wish do. The centermost caster, and the furthest away at probably around 800 meters or so. Feet, rather. We use feet in D&D.
Mhm.
Also looks to be the most heavily fortified. There is a solid line of freaking soldiers, those weird Drake-like centaur things, Dragonborn. There is a small actual dragon near them. Looks like it's probably a juvenile. Red Drake. And, with that perception, you can also tell there's a whole lot of illusionary magic over there. Not entirely sure what it's doing, but there is.
Mm-hmm.
And your rightmost, They're probably around the same distance as the leftmost one, you just in a different direction.
So 600 feet
Yeah, roughly.
ish.
You can see the magical whirling. You do not see a caster.
That's a smart one right there. I wrote things down.
Okay. Now, who would you like to target?
Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. Come on down to guys. We're gonna have a good old time tonight. Who we taking out?
I'm going to tell you, there is one correct answer here.
To me, it's the invisible caster because the one of them's being a pompous person. But because that one feels like the obvious target. But that's the holy grail situation where that would be a thing. The other thing is the one in the trench is also tasty just because tasty. But Blackheart, help me pick quick.
I'm glad I was muted for that sound. Jesus.
Are you thinking invisible or trench?
Nuke the invisible one.
It's
Well, it's not nuke,
counter.
it's counter.
It's counter.
The invisible most likely is by themselves. The one has with the illusion magic, there's a chance there's more around them. The lone one probably has at least one friend.
Not only that, the one with the illusion magic, it feels like it's trying too hard to make itself a target.
Yeah.
It does, but that's also could be counterintuitive. Sometimes
It
people
could,
get
yeah.
really big, and so it might be a double bluff there. But I think I'm going invisible. What do you think?
Trying to look as arrogant as possible because they are as arrogant as possible.
I mean, it really could be just the baby dragon wanted to make it look like there's a mage there, so it doesn't get questioned, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with. I think I'll go with invisible caster. That's the
Go with invisible caster?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. In that case, I am going to need you. Wait.
Do my caster check?
Yeah, you can tell you cast a check. What level are you casting this at, by the way? Which level? Is that 8th?
Well, it's which level?
You're doing an 8th level counter spell?
I guess I'd do it as an 8th level counter spell because I think that's the best I can do.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to
any
use...
higher than 9, then level of counter spells are relevant.
I'm going to use this. I'm choosing 2. I can take a dash as a bonus action until the end of my next turn, and I'm going to gain advantage on my next D20.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Oh, but then you want an extra bonus action?
I actually wanted if the thing hadn't been what it was, I was going to save that for doing dash with the extra bonus action because that was going to be really cool. But yeah, all right. So I'm just going to roll this manually because it's only plus my wisdom modifier. So whop. Oh, I did my best I could.
Wow.
I'm going to wheel on top of that. Yes, 33.
33.
Okay.
Now, genius.
We're also gonna Montel this. Do you want to swap?
What?
Do you want to, I'm guessing, swap to a different
I'm gonna
area?
remove one of the incorrect answers.
Oh no.
I am going to remove the illusionary mage at the back.
Alright.
Now, do you want to stick with this one, or do you want to go for the seemingly weakened side?
Oh,
By the way,
it's
if
the
you swap
weakened
and it turns
side.
out you're wrong.
The one in the 600 feet trench, that was the one that's been being battered and beaten already.
Okay, and the other, that's what I didn't understand. Okay, so right side still is just an invisible point, but it's a bunch of people around still. Yeah, I'd like to go for the one in the trench.
You're going for the one in the trench. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, you conjure up your reality altering wish magic to target this one point with a dispellation of magical energies. And you see this channeling falter from that spot. The spell in the sky clearly shuddering, disrupting the power of two, supposed mages struggling to even maintain it. The ritual casting is halted.
Oh, good. I am gonna take 2 potions off my belt, thrust one out towards Dingus, and go drink, and go. Okay, let's get these guys out of here now. And I'm having Dingus drink a potion of enlarge. He's going to double in size.
Okay. Dingus becomes very, very big.
Yes, very, very big. He is now a cat bus or some equivalent of whatever that my neighbor Totoro, and
As big as me.
Huh?
He's only as big as me.
He was already huge, so
I
he's
thought he
gonna
was
be big.
large. Okay.
Oh,
So then he is bigger than me.
I'm large. I couldn't ride him if he was large.
Okay.
Right, we're going to. Why did I have a gentleman turn order up?
I don't know,
From
but
a
I'm worried
previous
about
fight?
it.
I think that's
Yeah,
actually the last combat we did.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow. Okay. Well, we're gonna continue in this direction. Carrick.
So I see that because we were pretty
Yeah.
close. I was actually covering. I am going to go back into human form,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pulling a scroll from my scroll case of wish because I'm going to back up this.
Okay.
Just in case we need it again.
I'm gonna fall off Carrick.
You're gonna fall to the ground.
Are you? Do you want to hold an action with wish, or what? Are you just putting it out?
I'm holding to.
Carrot, can you put up a wall of force?
I was going to wait for the scroll in case they try to do that again. I can do that instead.
I mean, if you can put something
Actually, to the GM,
Mhm.
it looked like it was going to take more than a round for that to do its thing.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm just thinking a wall of force would be nice since if people keep running at us with explosive bombs trying to kill themselves.
You're not an expert on this kind of thing, so it's very hard to tell. But it does look like it wouldn't be an instantaneous thing.
Okay. Yes, because I would have the scepter automatically in hand when I shift back because I had it before I
I'm
shifted.
just thinking if you put a wall of force
yeah.
up either in front of us to dome it around with the building, that wouldn't be bad. Just in case it does get off, it doesn't immediately kill you, me, and Shaxon.
I can't get one around you all. Remember, it's a 10.
Just do a straight flat wall in front of the in front of us, basically.
Wall of force.
Because you can do like a
Stopping the
bunch of 10
runners.
by 10 by 10s. Just do a whole bunch of 10 by 10 by 10s.
And I can do 10. So I basically put.
Okay,
It's a 50-foot line.
so you're doing a 50-foot line, 10 foot high, or do you want to do a 5 by 20 high?
5 by 20 high.
Okay, and you're doing that in front of the trench line and the walls.
Yeah, just
Yes.
do it a little bit in front, just enough room for us to maneuver behind it so we can get inside.
Yeah.
But that way we can.
But
try
it's
and take some glass off.
it's behind you guys.
Well, I'd say in front of us, between us and the enemy right now.
Okay, good.
And then I'm gonna
Because
shift.
the wall for the
Now.
building that we're defending is behind us, I figure. So
Yes.
in front of us would be where I'd want the
Yeah.
wall. If I
And
was
gonna
me.
slide kind of behind it. And that will be my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you're quite thankful that you put up that wall of force, as immediately impacting it, you hear a cacophonous line of in the distance, roughly where that illusionary mage is, and suddenly there are shells arcing through the air. which impact against the water force roughly where Dingus is.
I also, just because it was up now, since I cast Concentration, I no longer have global vulnerability on me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So.
There are a resounding series of explosions against the water force. Very, very large ones. Lots of shrapnel. And it, just based on the size of it, that would have done a lot of hurt. So, very nice move.
We need to get them in as fast as we can.
Help load up on Dingus. Can you speak Hexen right? Tell them to get on Dingus.
Yes,
Sprechen the Dingus!
No, I'm not speaking Dingus. Please climb on the large, fluffy one. Dragon. Do you remember? Because he's fluffy, isn't he?
He's
not crazy.
He's kind of fluffy, but it's to make downy feathers.
There we go.
Okay, you ask the Hexorec soldiers to do that. One of them actually starts to scramble out of the trenches immediately. A lot of them look uncertain, and you can see one quickly sort of reaching down, grabbing what looks like to be a handset, and asking for orders. Do we evacuate?
Oh, good soldiers. The worst kind. Gotta break that handset.
Cast shatter into the hell. They're going. It can't hurt other things, right?
To the right side of the far battlefield, that one source of magical energy that you were pondering targeting before seems to suddenly surge with extra energy. The magical energy whirling into the air intensifies, reddens a little. Looks like there's something going on there.
It's going Super Saiyan.
Corvus can't see any of that.
No, that's very far away.
Yeah, he can't see past 60 feet.
120.
60 feet.
120.
5 feet.
Only 600.
He's 600. Yeah.
Straight
okay,
left, the Hexorec lines no longer seem to be trying to. The evil Hexorec lines no longer seem to be trying to push forward. They seem to be in holding. There is a continuous, still firing, arcings of magical, fireballs, lightning bolts, and such that streak towards the facility. Most of them just impacting rock and stone or the water force itself. Telde.
Yes, last I remember, I was plummeting towards the ground on a dragon that was plummeting towards the ground.
Are you going to remain on this dragon?
Yes, that was the plan.
Okay, in that case, the dragon, its wing injured, unable to arrest its fall, tries to do so with one wing, which ends up just sending it into a whirling roll. We're going to do a luck roll to see if it lands belly-wise or back-wise. Would you like a high or low? For your benefit.
Hi.
Tony, I would like a dexterity saving throw from you as the dragon is landing on its back. Okay, very nice. You clear yourself from under it, launching from its back at the last moment. You are going to take some falling damage. I don't have enough dice for this.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. All I can think of is that whale from Hitchhiker's Guide coming down. It's just the way this dragon must feel about impacting the ground.
Tony.
Not again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the flower plant.
Yeah, that was the potted plant.
Tony, you're going to take
Yes.
81 points of falling damage.
Oof.
Ow.
I wish I'd had time to grab that feather token out, but I don't think I can justify that one.
Well, that was basically me asking what you wanted to do, so,
Yep.
yeah. Right. However, you avoid any damage from the dragon landing on top of you.
Oh, hey.
If it makes you feel any better, the dragon took a bunch of damage when it fell from the
That
sky.
dragon looks like it's dead.
I also like to think that it landing on its back was probably the better option
For hurting
in
it,
terms
yeah.
of yeah. So I'm willing to accept
It's probably got like a spear running through its chest because it landed on a dude.
Yeah, there is the sound of metal hitting stony earth very, very badly. You realise it's your own body as surges of your equivalent of pain feedback surge through you.
Error.
Oh, the token.
You hear a small voice in your head saying that was non-advisable.
The token triggers if you just have it on you.
Yeah, but it's in my bag, so.
Yeah, it's probably his bag of holding or whatever.
Also,
so, yeah.
I'm running off the logistics of keeping hold of a creature that's plummeting.
Yeah.
He didn't get free fall. It's just the continued fall with the thing.
The best thing to do would have been to jump off.
I would have totally featherfalled, but I have to be falling myself to cast it.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
It's when you can survive 81 hit points.
Hey, you just got healed up. You're fine.
I hadn't lost any hit points before this.
You
Yeah.
just got healed up. You're fine.
You're still fine.
But, yeah, I'm going to try and regain, not composure, but,
Function.
readjust to being on the ground, and quickly look around.
Okay.
Where am I compared to others?
You have fallen about 100 feet from the fort lines. There are Hexerikers around you. You can actually see what looks like to be a small artillery piece near you. Its crew dead. They were hit by the tsunami. The artillery piece itself has been rocked back and dislodged, but it still seems to be standing. It's just a small 2-person cannon. But there are trenches around you. There are soldiers scattered here and there. A lot of them are dead. But there might be survivors. With your passive perception, I think you could probably tell pretty easily that, yeah, there are some that are gathering themselves up after the tsunami.
Okay. And that's it for now. Okay.
You could move as such if you wanted.
All right. You said there was artillery nearby.
Yeah, basically, artillery is the wrong word, really. Heavy weapons. I hate putting it in this term, but if this were Warhammer, it would be an Imperial Guardsman like Las Cannon Team or Auto Cannon Team as such. Basically, a large heavy weapon that is moved about by a team of 2.
It's
Okay.
machine
Yeah.
gun emplacement.
Yes.
All right.
So this looks rather cannonish.
I will just trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna head toward it. Is that away from the?
It's actually kind of parallel. It won't put much distance between you and the base.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I will head towards it.
Okay. You can reach it pretty easily with your fucking movement. And you do find that, it has been, like, dislodged, like, it had grounded emplacements sunken into the earth, and they have been dug back. Its aim for whatever it was aiming at might be off, but it looks functional. As far as you can see, it seems to be powered by a magical energy cell. There are no bits of ammunition to load into it.
Okay, so when you talk about 2 people, it's usually, are we talking standard machine gun feed and
yes.
operate?
It looks like there would be gunner, and you're not entirely sure of the purpose of the second person, because again, there doesn't seem to be ammo to feed into it. You might think that perhaps this magical energy cell needs to be maintained in its own way, or it could simply be that it's a large weapon, needed 2 people to move it, one stays nearby.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna try and see if I can swing its aim or aim it toward the attackers.
Okay, yeah, you can pivot it easily.
And I'm gonna try it out.
Alright, with
Hamilton just still a cannon.
within range of your sight, not muddied by, throwing up dust and dirt and other battlefield distraction, you can see a group of just standard men of mixed races, dragonborn, humans, gathering themselves up. It looks like they might be ready for a charge towards the facility. You can see another emplacement much like this. You can see what looks like to be a box-shaped vehicle. Looks like it's got guns on it and 6 mechanical legs to its side. It's a little bigger than a carriage.
Oh, I wanted it to be levitating. Just elevate.
What would you like to target?
I have not seen any of these firing in the brief time I was in this area.
Let's go ahead and give me another active perception check as a sort of retroactive thing. Because you've seen a lot of things firing, whether you can pinpoint what effect is be coming from what, that's what we're going to check.
There was a lot of explosions in the background. I'd shoot the other one.
Yeah, I will say that you have managed to tie this into what you have been able to see. You've seen a few of these emplacements firing based on their muzzle shape. It looks like they do different effects. This kind did a long incandescent beam of energy.
Basically trying to see if I can determine whether attacking the box-shaped thing is a waste of time in the first place.
You've seen this beam impact the walls of the facility and dig in very, very deeply, leaving long scorching marks.
So they are all viable options.
Give me an internet check, please.
Yes, of course. There it is.
While this would cut through a person with ease, making it easy to kill the mess soldiers, it wouldn't hit in a wide breadth of them. You'd basically be targeting 1 or maybe 2 people in a line or such.
Okay, so the emplacement like this or the box thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I said, I'd take out the cannon because it's more likely to be able to shoot you back.
Yeah, let's go after that.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and give me a you've got proficiency with firearms, don't you?
I do.
Okay. Then go ahead and give me a standard dexterity
It'd be
attack
really
roll.
unfortunate if you shoot with the laser cannon and then the other laser cannon shoots you.
Do I no longer have? Yeah, this would work.
Yep, that works. Okay, 21.
Yep. Sorry about the auto roll.
That's alright. Alright, this beam of energy lances out from the cannon and strikes the emplacement not too far from you. Immediately, the enemy cannon turns to molten slag. The gunner caught in the beam's path as well, and instantly half his body seems to be vaporized. Within a couple of moments, the magical energy cell on that cannon seems to glow red hot and then detonates, affecting a 30-foot area, catching not only the other personnel for the weapon, but a small group nearby as well.
Wow. Okay.
Can we get one?
If I've still
Can you
got
mount that on
opportunity to do stuff, I
You've
will.
got another attack naturally, haven't you?
Yeah, I would normally.
But you want to glance down at this?
I want to glance down really quickly at the energy cell
Okay.
connected to this one?
There does seem to be a readout on it. Looks like it was a empty bar, and now it is a rather red bar that doesn't quite reach the end, but has filled a lot of the empty space.
Does it appear to be more than halfway?
A little over halfway, but is slowly ticking down.
Okay.
Shoot the snake.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the box thing.
Okay. Right. You swivel slightly. Go ahead and give me another attack roll. Right.
Nice.
This has a +5 against armor targets. I'm going to ask you: is there any particular spot on the box-like thing that you would like to target? Towards the front, the side.
The window.
It's
Okay.
basically an angle to you. You can see what the front corners is like closest to you. And then you've got two surfaces that you can see easily, front and side.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that looks particularly?
You can see slots on the front. Looks like to be a few ports. On the side, mounted sort of mid-forward, is a large pair of cannons, and on top of it there is a larger cannon as well that you could easily target. Or you could target any of the legs on this side of it, 3 of them.
Okay.
Or the more
There's
blank spot
nothing
towards the
that
back.
appears to be an energy cell.
Not visible
Yeah,
on the
I can see.
outside.
Yep, that's fair. Like 25, trying to target in the slot.
Yeah, you can hit wherever you want with that roll.
Sorry, leg types again? Were they 4 tripod?
It's 3 either side of it.
Oh, okay.
It's a hexapodal
Okay.
walker.
Yeah, so in that case, I don't think I can off.
I mean, if you shoot right behind the viewports, you might take out the pilot and whatever they're using to steer, and then they won't be able to move anyway.
Yeah, it's in the slot seems like a really difficult shot, but
Taking out
yeah,
the
let's go
weapons
for it.
is good, but you can only take out like.
And it's not so much that you're
one
firing
table
into the slot, you're just sort of vaporizing a hole in that area.
Yeah, so I
Boring
will
a hole in
go
that
for that
location.
direction.
Okay.
Vaguely about there.
All right. Your laser charges and lances through the enemy walker. Immediately, the walker seems to turn as a hole is punched into the driver area, but turning in a sort of uncontrolled manner, and the legs sag, and it seems to sort of sink into the dirt, sort of listed on its side. Now
what I
no
was
longer
thinking.
moving. However, you hear a whine beneath you as the energy cell overloads on your own weapon. And then, once more, I am asking you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Once more,
Okay. But I do want to check. Would this apply?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put this right here.
Very nice. And then you throw yourself riding with the explosion that happens. It's only about a 10-foot radius that this occurs in, but there is a large blast of magical energy as the energy cell on this weapon ruptures. You are thrown clear and unharmed, landing in a beautiful roll up onto your feet.
Totally having a badass day.
And he sticks to the landing.
And he sticks the landing.
Okay.
Stop Captain fucking America around the battlefield.
No.
All right. Note to self: get shield to throw. Okay. I would be willing to go after more things, but I'm not.
Unfortunately,
sure how
you
close
are
I am to
basically
anything.
out of most things
Yeah.
at this point. We're going to move on to Corvus.
That's fair.
Corvus is running around the interior of the facility, going to the dead or dying. He's going to focus his energies and put his hand up to his mask and channel the energy of the magic through the metal of the mask and cast this.
Lovely. Yeah.
So if there's any creatures of 0 HP, they get to 1 that are non-hostile.
Okay.
Okay, so you're doing that instead of you had that up already.
No, I had a different one up.
He had a
Oh,
different
oh.
up that let him tap people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's when he had to pick a person, not a bonus action each turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's active constantly for 10 minutes
Nice.
around me.
Okay. This is going to take some of the soldiers that are down off of death's door.
And he will continue to get people up to funnel them to the airship to fall back.
Corvus.
Mm-hmm.
The last few civilians are echo on the airship, but there are soldiers trying to shove them in, as in they are struggling for room. The cargo hold is full to the brim.
Okay.
This is caused somewhat, in fact, by the fact that there are still civilians trying to climb the ladder up onto these middle decks, still trying to fit out some of the interior spaces of the ship. But the airship is packed full at this point. You see any soldiers that you try to direct to it sort of look towards it and just give you a little shake of their heads. Quite a few of them look like they very much want to go, but they're holding their ground.
Go to those, and he will instruct others to do the same. Go to a final fallback line at the central building, wherever this is.
Okay, you instruct them. A couple of them do actually start to move back towards the center. A lot of them look at you as if, like, I don't actually know who you are, and those aren't my orders.
Then find somebody to give you orders. I'm just here to help and to ensure everyone's safety.
One of them will actually point you towards a it's very. Rank has become very hard to make out here, just through states of uniform. Various gashes, torn burns, just dirt from a day of intense fighting means that any shiny markings and so on
are gone.
Not gone, just heavily obscured. And if you were just standing in line, you could probably make them out decently enough. But with everyone moving about, shouting, chaos going about, it becomes a little harder to tell. But they do point you towards somebody that does seem to be barking orders about. She looks like she is just running around, directing men to move to different positions.
He will head over to her.
As you approach, she gives you a sidelong glance, and going, "What are you doing? You ready to move?"
I am part of the relief from Rast. The airship is full. We need to concentrate everyone in a central location to get the remaining out.
The men will hold the walls. Go.
This is a battle that you cannot win. This is a full withdrawal.
There is no withdrawal. There is rescuing the non-combatants. Do you understand?
All right. Fine. The injured are getting back up on their feet with my presence around. There needs to be more directive triage to them so they can get back into the front lines. I can do that, but you have to tell the ones beyond the wall that the airship is full and they're leaving. I will instruct our captain to leave.
Captain.
She
Promoted somehow.
She actually picks up her own, what looks like to be radio piece that's attached to her upper breast, and she holds it up, and you will hear her saying, "Commander Aishul, the airship is ready to leave." And there's just a fake sort of static in return. So that she gets an affirmation. And then you see the larger Hexarite airship up above you starts to move position. Looks like it is moving more towards the enemy airships as if trying to push them back. And she just gives you a little nod before she runs to move up onto the wall herself.
Okay. Corvus is going to continue to run around and get people back on their feet that are down with that aura and his other healing means.
Okay, so that's what you're going to focus.
Yeah.
You do see that soldiers are getting up. Some of them are being given quick slings. Most of them just been having weapons shoved back into their hands and being redirected back towards the wall.
Probably a bunch of them that are stable and can't be moved are just being propped up with a weapon and being
Essentially,
like, shit
yeah.
happens.
Can I cast Ascending?
Yes, I'll let you cast Ascending.
Okay. Ascending's to Gifton. The airship is leaving. It is full. The main Hexenreich airship...
Oh, by the way, you don't have to cast Ascending. You have Jackson's communication device.
Right, okay.
Well, that goes to Shaxton, not me. You could just call Shaxton, though.
Yeah, you can send to me and I can just
I'll call Saxon then. Our airship is full of the non-combatants. Main airship of Hexenreich is leaving. And mounting an offensive.
I'm assuming I could have righted myself in the air in the interim of this.
You could have what?
Righted myself in the air, because I was riding
Yes.
Derek when he transformed back.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Shax will just... Got it. Where are you there?
What?
Got it. Will relay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You guys can converse a little out of turn if you want to. Go ahead.
Okay, Shax will pass the information on to Gifton and Carrick and Delda.
You can do it to everybody in the team if you want.
Well, Cass is in the area there already, so...
Well, you actually don't know where Cass... You won't know where Cass is.
Yeah, you don't know where Cass is.
I haven't seen her out here.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell you where she is.
Yeah. She could be anywhere in that base, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well just include her.
I'll hit Cass then.
And then...
Wait, it's fall? Is there any way we can make some space?
It does not sound like it.
He will
the larger airship.
He will do ascending to the captain.
Okay.
And basically tell her that there is no more room in your airship. Begin departing.
Okay. And
non-combatants are loaded.
You hear the engines of your own airship starting to charge and were to take off. All right. Cassie.
Yes.
You receive this relayed message, and you two hear the whirring. Whereabouts are you?
I was down monitoring the line and pushing that structure towards the gate.
Yep, which you could easily get that structure to the gate. Parking it in front of it.
Yeah, that's where we were when the detonation went off.
Yeah.
The ship's full. I'm going up on the wall.
Okie dokie. All right.
Because to get out of here, we're going to have. If we're leaving, we're going to have to go over the wall.
All right.
Those gates, I don't think, are going to open.
Yeah, you head on up to the top of the wall. So you can see there is a sort of vague wasteland in front of you now. A lot of enemy combatants were taken out by the massive wall of water. Some are picking themselves up. And the sunburst, yep. Some are picking themselves up from trenches and so on. See a fake filtering forward. You can see like energy domes that were like emergency caster shields falling, leaving some pockets of survivors. But immediately over the wall, you can in fact see a gigantic fucking dingus, along with your compatriots out there. Further out is the formerly gleaming form of Talday, which is now basically muddied and dirty, but seems to be in a area of destruction.
It's got like part of a blue dragon tooth stuck in his armor mysteriously. It doesn't make any sense, but it's just there.
I'm just gonna bring out that gigantic dingus sounds like an insult.
It does.
Well, he has been eating a bit more than normal.
A bit. Can't keep food in the place.
Well, how far out are they compared to me?
What, your friends?
Yeah.
They're like 30 feet from you at most of them.
Come out, hang out with me.
Does there look like there's anyone important crawling out of the trenches?
Depends what you define as important.
There's one scared guy trying to get on Dingus right now.
Friendly trenches. Yeah, there's one friendly Hexamite soldier trying to call out trenches onto Dingus. Who you think might be his squad leader is going to get him to get back into position.
Mm-hmm.
Enemy wise,
guy's going, dude, the angel wants me to go with them. I'm going with the angel.
enemy wise, go ahead and give me a perception check, Cass.
Scroll up. Perception.
Very nice. Wow. You are actually going to spot something a little dastardly. Cass. You don't spot the figure themselves. You spot the displacement they make. There are footprints appearing in the muddied ground, approaching the wall, about 40 feet off. Looks like they're going around the wall of force that was cast.
Can I shoot through the wall of force?
They're going around it. They're off to its side. I don't mean they're like on the other side of it. They are actually
On the
avoiding
side?
it.
They're at the edge.
Yeah, so
going around like
you can target them.
Okay. Are there any Hexenreich soldiers near me?
Friendly ones or enemy ones?
Friendly.
Yeah, right beneath you. There's a line of them.
I'm readying my rifle. I'm kneeling down and reaching down and tap it. Can I actually reach them?
Oh God, no! They are. This is a tall wall.
bottom of the wall.
Bottom of the wall. Okay. Well, then I'm going to try and poke this person, whoever is moving.
Okay, go ahead and give me a shot then. Because you have spotted them, I'm not going to impose the usual invisibility disadvantage.
One shot, or can I make all my shots?
You can make all your shots. You can do a full round. Okay, that misses. That hits. And that hits. Go ahead and give me damage for those. That misses.
I have 4 shots. 16.
Okay, alright. You quickly unload with your rifle. The first seems to whiz missing, and you quickly readjust to where you think center of mass may be. And then there is an impact, and another impact. And the last shot misses simply because they fall backwards. The spell that was masking them dispelling, as you see a figure that appears to be looks like they might be elven, judging by the ears, hits the ground. A couple of bloody holes in their chests, and the large, strange canisters they were holding in either hand falling to their side into the ground as they die.
Strange canisters.
They are very large. They've got crudely welded on handles as if they weren't supposed to be carried in the first place. And if you want to go ahead, give me a intelligence roll if you want to try and figure out what they are. You are not sure what the fuck those are, Cass.
Probably power cells of some sort, I guess.
Or they. I have a plan. It is a bad plan. Cass is coming off the wall.
You jump it down?
Yep.
Do you have any full damage reduction stuff?
I don't, but I have a lot of athlete stuff.
You are also a centaur.
Well, can I make a check to reduce damage?
That's acrobatics.
That's acrobatics. You can do an acrobatic check if you want.
I've done it before.
Okay, you will reduce the damage somewhat. Okay. So you leap down. I'm going to reduce this fall by 10 feet. So you take 14 points of falling damage.
Okay. I'm going to rush on those canisters, grab them, and start charging towards the biggest clusters of enemies I can see.
Well, are you going for a biggest cluster or are you going for nearby clusters?
Nearby biggest.
Okay. Right, in that case, about 60 feet off from your position is a group of what looks to be 6 or 7 men that are picking themselves up. Their mage's dome shield falling around them.
Okay. And I'm going to huck those canisters right back at them.
Are you using an action surge to do this?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Right, go ahead and give me 2 strength checks then. We're going to treat this as throwing weapons.
2 straight strengths.
Okay. Right. You huck the canisters. One of them is not going to land with enough force. The other, though, will impact somebody, knocking them down, but does not seem to detonate or anything.
Since I have 2 more attacks in my action surge, can I shoot the canisters?
I'll allow it. They're a small target, so high AC, but go ahead and give me your attack rolls.
I am going to play that. I'm going to take advantage on this first shot, which is going to be the canister that hit the guy.
Okay. That's a crit. So immediately, your rifle manages to hit just the right spot to actually cause this to go off and not just have a hole in it. You're still not entirely sure what this was, whether it was a kind of munition that has been repurposed to not be fired, whether it was an energy source that is being tinkered with, or just some other magical weapon. What is immediate though is the effect. There is a strange thrum following the ping and whine of the round hitting the canister. Before that area seems to go black, as in there's no light there. This orb expanding outwards, a low thrumming hum filling the air, as in a 40-foot radius, a sphere of darkness expands and then quickly retracts within a few seconds, leaving a crater and nothing in there except a sudden sonic boom of air rushing in.
Is the other canister?
The other canister is not there anymore.
Yeah.
Nor is the squad.
I just killed a vortex grenade.
Be wary, there's vortex grenades on the battlefield.
Cass is just going, oh.
Cassie's also going, I need one of these.
By the way, these forces are bringing to bear every single experimental weapon they could find in facilities, things like that. There's weird shit on this battlefield.
Know what some of this shit is.
They don't wear and they don't particularly care.
And then I will use the dash action that I get.
Is it a bonus?
It's actually part of the Sea Legs card I dropped.
Ah, yes.
I'm going to take that dash action to move over towards the friends group.
Okay, right. You can rush back over to the other side of the wall to rejoin.
Oh, so you took you made dash as a bonus action, yeah, just like I did.
Yeah.
Right, you rejoin Gifted and Co.
Yep.
Okay. Shaxon, you are with this group. You have seen that weapon go off. You are hovering in the air comfortably, having arrested your temporary fall as Carrick returned to being a human.
So, I was able to witness what happened with the invisible caster and all that stuff, right?
What, the surge in magical energy over there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and he's roughly 600 away?
Roughly, yeah.
I have another question that's gonna sound stupid, but it's actually crucial. I'm last in the turn order, right?
Sort of, yeah. Basically, from where we started, you are, yes.
Okay. First thing I'm doing is I am casting haste on myself, and I'm using my normal, the movement action I would left to move the 80 I'd get from that, and then I forget. Can you double dash?
If you have multiple things that let you do it, yes.
Okay, because I can use the action I get from that to dash, which gives me another 160.
Yep.
Or 100. Yeah, 160. And then my bonus action dash from my class to get another 160.
Very nice.
You get me within 300 of that fucker.
Nice.
And the reason I asked this question is I'm going to end my turn and immediately take my turn again to take my turn after this one at the start of the new order.
What's doing that? Not doubting it you can, just what is that?
The card I put down lets me, if you have not taken your turn this round, take your turn after the current turn.
Okay. You guys gotta tell me when you play cards down, because it's hard to see where they are.
Also, they're going all over the place because we're basically all over the map.
Okay. Top of the round, you can take your turn.
Okay. Since I have this, since I can see where the magical energy is going at, do I get disadvantage on the shot?
You literally cannot see something to shoot. This magical energy seems to be whirling out of the ground. At your where you are, this might be a trench that is obscured because those things disappear into bumps and so on. You could either rise higher to try and spot it, or you could go closer.
I will rise higher.
Okay.
And forward a bit because I've got 80 feet of movement. And actually, I can bonus action dash, or I can burn the extra action from that thing for dash anyway. So I'll move 160 to get up higher and further to
at
get
that angle. You can in fact make out the dug-in down there. There is a trench, and you see a group of 7 figures, each wearing what looks like to be the sort of very light military armor of the hexamanic mages, gathered around what looks like to be a sort of hexagonal device that they all appear to be channeling into, and is emitting the magical energy. There are 7 figures standing. There are 3 figures on the floor near it, wearing the same uniform. Just looks like they are in a broken circle, crumbled on the ground.
Okay, I'm going to aim at the device.
Okay.
18. I'm going to throw a card to re-roll that. Throwing this for a reroll to try to get better on that.
Okie. Right.
That's better.
That is much better.
Okay.
And go ahead, give me your damage on that. Right. So instead of being deflected by the sheer energies around it,
I'm doing something else that's very stupid. I am using my reroute life force.
Okay. How much do you want to put into that?
And I am spending 10 dice.
Wow.
To give an additional 52 damage.
Okay. Second. Jackson, we're going to do a luck roll.
I'll take high.
You're taking high?
Yep.
8.
I hope.
Shaxton, you fire sort of instinctively at this clear threat, letting your suit draw on your own health to overpower the shot. Immediately, the energy arcs into the device, and then seems to redirect it. A couple of bolts of energy launching out of the device at the people around it. Two of them drop to the ground, blackened and scorched. And give me an intelligence check, please.
Okay.
Okay. And it is moments after instinctively firing that you realize, shit. You haven't seen what this is exactly, but you know the basic principles. You know essentially what the theory is, what this device is supposed to be. It is a magic eater and redirector. And you think you might have just fed it.
Uh-oh.
The pulse emanating into the air grows stronger.
I have another shot, so I'm going to direct that one at one of the people around it.
Okie dokie.
Because feeding that thing further seems like a bad idea.
Okay, that is a very good hit.
Okay.
Alright, you will blast one of the other mages around it. Only 4 are standing. You can see that those 4 around it actually seems to be struggling more, shaking, one of them falling to their knees as there is no longer a group of them supporting this device, and it is drawing more from them to compensate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright.
That's all I can do there, so.
Right.
Actually, double checking. If you've taken the attack action, can you also throw something that takes a bonus?
Yeah, if you've got a bonus action left.
Yeah. I should at this one. I'm just seeing if I've got anything. Do I want to ask the question before I was looking through stuff? Fortunately, I've got nothing good for that. Okay. Well, worth the task. Actually, no, I'm going to Sanctuary myself.
Yeah, but it's a good move.
When in doubt, when you're flying up in the air as a big target, might as well, right?
Yep.
Okay. 1 second. Right. At the top of the round, the Hexamorphic forces, enemy Hexamorphic forces, I should say, act. Immediately, that magical device seems to consume what is left of the mages powering it.
Oh no.
And a rift opens in the air. There is a sudden barrage of gigantic fiery stones that will start impacting the ground directly in front of the base for a good 50-foot radius out from there. Immediately, you see Hexorite forces are being the enemy Hexorite force. I need a different net word for that. What was I using?
The
Afflicted.
What?
afflicted. Yeah.
Afflicted or
The starred.
The
how about the awakened?
awakened, the devout.
I like the devout.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the best.
The devout forces that were sort of recovering themselves after the tsunami immediately obliterated. Thankfully, Telday, you're in fact further towards their forces than this meteor strike, so are unhit by it.
Hooray! Thank God I'm closer to enemy lines.
I get the feeling I'm in the same boat.
Yes, you are in the same boat. Yeah, because you moved very close to them, so you are safe. The first thing to take the brunt of the impact on the friendly side, though, will be the massive airship that has moved forward, as well as the 2 devout airships. Wow. Okay. Immediately, you see the energy shield that the friendly airship was projecting falter as a direct impact lands on it. The meteor itself splintering and sort of causing a large gash along the hull. The airship's still in the air, but its shields are down and it appears to be heavily damaged. One of the enemy Hexarech ships, the default ships, is likewise hit and simply explodes as it is taken out by friendly fire.
Oof.
Yes. Immediately, you guys have a wall of force up, protecting you from the front. Will protect you from some damage. However, this is an aerial strike. This is coming downwards.
Didn't dome.
So I need everybody out front of the fortress to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
How big is your radius, Clifton, for your bonus?
30, I think.
Okay, so since I'm right with you, I should have it.
Yeah, I'll double check it. But I believe it's 30.
I think given we were giving her assistance before anyways, I think it would be close enough. You might be fine.
I might be.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me roll mine because I haven't rolled mine yet. Dex save for me and Dingus.
Yep.
All right. There's for me, and I don't have my +9 on it because I didn't have it clicked, or I might have had it clicked. Let me look. Yeah, it has my +9 on it. I just rolled shit. So Dingus.
No, it doesn't.
That
You rolled a 9.
Oh.
You got a 25.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, Dingus is +9 on both of us, so he's at 28 and I'm at 25.
Okay. 25 is just making it, by the way.
I was very tempted to go ahead and Sam gets a D10.
Yeah. No, 25 is the threshold. Thankfully, this damage is not increased on a player basis. This is just a sort of narrative. This is spells increased, thus affecting a wider field. So we're going to do the standard 20d6 fire damage and 20d6 bludgeoning damage. That is halved by those that succeed on their saves.
Okay, so
I double have it. So I'm resistant to physical and fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's miniature meteors.
Meteor swarm.
Meteor swarm.
62 points of
I don't think
damage.
it's miniature anything.
Yeah. Well, there's miniature, and then there's the meteor swarm.
All right, I'm writing this down because I'm in weird form, so without a token out, it's harder for me to keep track of hit points because I have an NPC sheet.
I can never remember. Do we round up?
Down.
Okay.
So
So
15.
I am.
Round the damage down, not your health.
I'm at
31 damage.
243 minus 62 points of damage. I'm at 100. That is a stylus. Shut up.
That's amazing.
It is really great to go. I'm not gonna. I have a cleaning thing that replicates a pen, and that's the problem I've had a couple times where it's not on the desk anymore.
All right, me and Dingus take a nasty hit there.
Okay.
That was fire and bludgeoning. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I will say, out of character, this is unfortunately proving the Monty Hall problem incorrect. You had chosen the correct target to try and counterspell before.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah.
Monty Hall problem.
The invisible target was the right one.
Uh-huh.
Damn it.
Yeah, that would have caused that machine to shut down, and they would not have been able to continue casting this.
Yes, but you did the smart thing by offering to make it easier for me. So I second guessed myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a golden god of evil.
Yeah.
Okay. The barrage continues, hitting the facility. Immediately, walls crack, the right side crumbling, soldiers are part of it dying. Unfortunately, those in the trenches, I'm going to see how many of them actually die because they cannot survive the damage. So I'm just going to give a be nice and see if any of them just live through it through sheer
I
luck.
have my +9.
They they can't survive the half damage.
Yeah, they take minimum half. They don't have enough adventure levels to be able to
Does that one that was coming to me and Dingus have full cover because he was under Dingus?
Let's see. You know what? High or low, Semi?
He's the survivor.
Oh,
A 3. He survives.
yay!
And we're gonna roll.
We
Let's see how many of.
of an angel.
He's the survivor.
Only one survives in the trench.
The one holding the radio.
No, just some poor Josh, poor Josh Roll, not even the commander.
Well, he's gonna go get grabbed by the back of his jacket and get taken on a rocket ride.
Yes, those of you inside the facility, I would like to take dexterity saving throws from you as well, please.
Inside?
Corvus.
Okay.
This facility does not have a roof.
True.
The shield went down.
Okay, half
21.
that. Yep, half that damage. Oh, 21. Oh,
Yeah,
Corvus, you take that full damage then.
Okay.
Oh, that's 125. Wow.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't give you any bonuses because I can't see you.
Is Corvus now played by John Cena?
What?
Okay.
I probably should get the reference, but it went over my head, I think.
No, that's Dave
And-
Bautista.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
guessing everyone in the compound then has.
No, not everybody, because this is scattered blasts. There are some pockets that don't get hit. I'm just not rolling for all of it because, easier to narrate. But I, of course, am going to target my players with this devastating spell. Okay.
I have one question because I'm dumb. If I take half damage from bludgeoning, is this non-magic bludgeoning? Do I take it?
This is magical.
Okay, so it would go through any of my things. Okay.
But what do you have protection from?
Bludgeoning, piercing.
Does it specifically say non-magical?
No, it doesn't say non-magical, but I'm
Then
assuming that.
Then it's
Then it's off. It needs to specify non-magical.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
then
what is it from? Because I mean, make sure it's not something I've created and miswritten.
No, it's. I'm finding where it is because I know I have it from one of either my vestige or my other thing, and I'm just tracking it down because I think it was a druid thing I got. Yeah, it's divine toughness. I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Yeah, in that case, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get like
half that.
15 more hit points back.
Nice.
Does solar have resistance to fire? Do you get that?
Solar is resistant to radiant.
Ah, okay.
So I get. Oh, actually, and solar's also resistant to bludgeoning, piercing from non-magical. That's where my brain was getting on that. But I'm as a druid the other way. That's resistant to radiant. So yeah, solar is specifically non-magical.
Yeah.
Okay. As that happens, sowing a area of chaos and discord. Soldiers calling out for
ears.
Yeah. This is deafening. This is there is a few moments where you're all stunned, your ears ringing. It's hard to see just because of everything that's been kicked up around you. But as the dirt clears, loads of you outside can see as that far away mage that I described as having a lot of illusion magic around them. The illusion falls, revealing the greater mass of the devout army. Large walkers starting to trundle forward, many of them much larger than the one Telday just shot down. A couple of dragons moving to join the mage that was part of this ritual casting, as the greater bulk of their force starts to move towards the facility. Top of the round, Gifton.
Shit.
Sorry, I thought I heard somebody else starting to talk, so I wasn't sure. Okay. So Dingus is gonna get the two people that are alive.
You're ordering him just to scoop them up.
Yeah, I'm ordering him to scoop them up. Gifton is, I'm assuming, with like probably part of my bonus action, or I'm just gonna use I'll use my bonus action.
Sorry, 1 second, real quickly. I need to roll Scarlet's piloting.
Oh yeah, that's probably exciting.
Oh, she rolls in it.
Scarlet piloting.
Because Idris is always relegated to night duty these days, it seems.
She likes to drive the ship.
She does like to drive the ship. She's a classic captain.
Have any nights?
Just fancy ship.
Idris rolls a natural 20 on her piloting check, so I am going to say that your airship takes superficial damage from this.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Dingus is being told to grab them and fly after the airship, our airship, and Gifton is going to dash. I go 100 feet on a normal move, so I go 300.
Yep.
I'm. Fuck me. Can I, as part of that, drink my potion I had already pulled?
Yeah, I will allow it.
Because I made Dingus drink one and I didn't drink the other one. Okay, so I'm also enlarged. So big Gifton.
Yeah, loves his big wife. Yes.
Yes. Kara loves his big wife. Big wife, great. Shit.
Bigger than usual wife.
Bigger than normal.
Blackheart, out of character. Are you gonna be able to grab Cassie?
I mean, my turn dragon. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna get Cassie. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, I'm heading back towards our airship. I'm going to on the way use my action to cast a spell. I'm casting a level 9 because that's where I roll today. I'm casting Storm of Vengeance on those motherfuckers. I'm centering it on where the illusion magic was.
Okie dokie. Target a point you can see. Range sight. Yep, you can easily reach that. Very nice.
Yes. We are starting Storm of Vengeance, and I say, "Hey, Orla, let's chop it up a little bit."
Okay. You see,
and my music that I've been playing is turning into Thunderstruck.
All right, very nice. You see immediately this sort of triumphant surge forward that force was mustering. We have like broken our enemy now to clean up. Is suddenly arrested as fucking a whirling storm of destruction appears above them and starts striking around them. You can see that tanks are juddered. The walkers are actually having trouble moving as the electricity interferes with their systems. You see that the dragons are immediately spellcasting protection magic to try and protect their forces. It looks like there is a lot of shielding going up there. Even then, their forces.
Since I have like 300 feet of movement, I'm doing this as a big showy thing. I want to rise like a goddamn phoenix, bright and shiny, right between like the airship and that ongoing thing, and just drop it like it's hot.
Yep. All right, very nice.
I'm basically gonna try and draw them off the airship for a minute.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. That is a very good move. You have basically halted the onslaught for a moment.
Yeah, but that's my turn, and Dingus is doing mommy's little run. But yeah, I totally want it being like from my thaumaturgy now.
Very nice. Okay.
Just chants thunder.
Carrot, you are up.
I am going full dragon. I am picking up Cass as long as she doesn't fight it. Let's go, Cass. And I'm figuring it's an action to pick her up.
Yep.
So I will double move. So I'll only get 100. Actually, hold on a second. I just want to check, because I think I have. Yes, you got to figure your way out.
He's a Guermager. He has a ski.
Okay, I do not have the plus 30.
Yeah, I think that fails on my concentration.
Yeah, your concentration is gone, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, I probably should have. I'm curious. I'm actually curious. Let's see. So I think it's fine. I think the wall force stop.
With amount damage you do, yeah, actually, you make that.
32. I
Yeah.
already took 32 damage off of it, so I'll leave the wall of force. Make it a little wall for them to have to bust through to do whatever the hell they're trying to do. Grabbing cast, and I'll fly 160 towards Gifted. I don't have any tricks.
Oh, and because I get to freely swap what of my phases I'm in as a as the druid I am, I swapped into the one that made it so I get like a natural base 10 minimum for my concentration checks. So
Okie dokie.
yeah, I'm holding on to that. I realize people are gonna shoot me.
Alright, Carrick, where are we going?
I'm chasing after Gifted.
Okay, so you're going up into the air as well, with Gifton between the airship and enemy force. Right.
Because I'm going to try to hopefully actually drop cast off on the ship.
I'm basically resolute Gifton right
I
now.
don't know if there's room.
There's probably room on the
On
surf.
the deck, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where my plan was to drop her on the deck.
Okay. Right. Tell Day.
Yes.
Shit's gotten real. You saw a meteor strike to the right of you, then the lightning strike to the left. That is still ongoing.
Oh shit, we forgot about Tellday.
Jose's got teleportation. He's fine.
I don't know if he's got another dimension door today.
You guys got a long
We
rest.
had a long rest.
Oh yeah, the door
At least one more.
that was before that. That's right.
Yeah. I actually had 2 or 3 more.
Oh, don't worry. I pondered doing that after picking up.
My problem is, even if I'm dimension dooring, I've got to go somewhere.
I would say you
500
can
feet that way.
you can actually see your airship now. Like your airship is rising above the facility walls.
So you could go on the deck. Or you could teleport above it and drop and hope you don't damage it.
How far would it be?
Let's see. You are about 100 feet out on the battlefield. The airship itself is probably 30 feet above the wall, so we'll say 150 feet in total.
This is probably going to require an intelligence check, I assume.
To do what?
But I want to calculate how much time I have before that would theoretically be out of range.
Before the airship takes. So technically, the airship could. What is your maximum range?
For the spell, or
Just like to run and then spell up, you know.
I've got 70 speed base, plus I have the ability to dash as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So that would put me at 140.
So 6
140 and conserving an action. Yes.
Yeah. So it would have to get me within 500 feet of the point I'm going to.
Okay.
So
If the airship started moving at because you don't know when they're gonna go, whether they're gonna wait for people to get on board or so on. But if it started going immediately at full speed now that it has cleared the walls, you would probably have 2-3 rounds at most.
okay, so I do have at least 1 round. I don't have to go immediately.
It also depends how many times can you cast Dimension Door? Because that is an extra 500 feet around per turn, so you know.
Yeah, I can cast it a total of 5 more times if I don't cast anything of that.
Oh fuck, man! You could stay here for quite a few good turns
Yeah.
if you conserve those to move and catch up.
Mm-hmm. I might try to take advantage of 1 or 2 of those spell slots, though.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Depending. Depending.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Okay. So, large army coming at us now. Lightning strike is done.
No, it's ongoing. There is a great big defined storm
going.
in a 360 foot
Which, by the way, I don't
radius.
know if they would be in that or not, but it's pretty fucking big.
No, that main bulk of the force is like
Good.
was about
Otherwise,
800
he
feet
might
from the
have had to roll and
facility.
be deafened.
Was the mage? The rest of that force is quite a bit behind them. So yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, the closest person in the group you could hit would be me, and I think I'm still out of it too.
Yeah, I'd say the edge of that storm tailgate is roughly 500 feet from you.
Okay. So at this point, I've either got to do more damage or I've got to try and help people. As far out as I am, I don't think I can help anybody. So it's either leave or attack. All of those attacks are reasonably thoroughly distracting the bulk of the force then?
Yes. They have basically, once again, got into a defensive formation. That's the way to put it.
Yeah, they were gonna saunter up at the gates thinking they'd won, and then that shit happened. They're like, "What the fuck? They still have a mage."
And I am correct in remembering that pretty much every other airship is gone.
There is one more small enemy airship in the air. Well, actually, no, I now need to recorrect this. There are a couple of large capital class airships very, very far back, like even further back than the army. It looks like they may have been the delivery mechanism. They do not appear to be moving. In fact, everyone can give me an intelligence check, except Corvus. You can't see these.
Woohoo!
Shit.
If you have a familiarity with military vehicles, which a couple of you will, you may have advantage.
Instead of the check. Sorry. Is that bad?
Guess I would argue I do.
Yeah, Teldate, you are allowed.
Hooray!
I will re-roll.
It should be.
And yeah, because I don't have a bonus, so it shouldn't have been a thing. Yes, that would be right. That's a much more accurate roll there.
But you're a general. You're supposed to know military vehicles.
I should know military vehicles, but I don't.
Yeah, let's get another roll from Shaxton.
Listen, it's an ornamental roll I was given, okay?
That's someone else's
people.
department.
Yeah, she has people to delegate that knowledge to.
I don't have people yet. They haven't finished the paperwork.
Yeah, you want to
Me and Delta.
You want to roll again, Shaxton?
I was saying I was just going to flash a genius into a 22.
It's not enough.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
wait, I actually
do I
have.
have to burn a card for that?
No, you get advantage because military background.
Oh, okay.
Just because I can. I'm
That's
actually
better.
going to spend a sorcery point to reroll my d20 to try to see.
You do not have to flash a genius set, by the way, Shaxton. 26 is enough.
Just because I can actually do this for once. Because I know I failed.
Hey, well, you go. You somehow know about this shit as well.
Carrick said these like, I heard Shax talk about this one day.
No. What happened is you were drinking with.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I was around the military for the tavern too. So
Yes, those are capital class ships. They are primarily large troop movers. They have fortress-like armament on them, all the same. However, they are immensely slow. You do not think they could catch up to your own airship.
So those are the primary or only remaining air
Apart from the little
threat outside of dragons.
Well, apart from the little destroyer that is harassing your friendly limping Hexamac airship right now.
how close is that to us, by the way? Like the
It is really close to you. Like that thing is essentially directly above you. Like it's moving about, so it moves like out of range by like 30, 50 feet. But it is basically dancing with the now limping friendly airship.
Okay. It comes back to my plan.
That's kind of the question I'm sitting on at this point is, can we get rid of the one remaining issue for escape?
See, I
Don't
can boost
mind me, I'm making a light show.
I can boost my lightning bolt to 200 feet. So I may have been checking spell distances and going, nothing's 600.
Yeah, I don't got that kind of
doesn't-
range.
I
can get there, and I can try to do the same thing that we were trying to do earlier, but I don't have anything particularly special. All right. Yeah, in this case, I'm gonna withdraw from the enemy lines, and I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna jump back to our
Airship.
airship.
Okay.
Use the dimension door to get there.
Right, so you appear on top deck. There are a few of the civilians up here, because they're trying to fit people in as much as possible, but there is space to land, thankfully. Basically, this is the dangerous area to be. This isn't exactly safe.
People
Right.
can fall off up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or get shot.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I would turn and be like, anything I can do to help.
Captain Scarlet gives you a sort of vaguely helpless look of like, I don't fucking know. Keep people calm.
Radio.
Already a
Got
weapon.
it.
And we don't know what else they're going to throw at us. Right. Corvus.
So Corvus is pulling himself from craters all around him.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, I just realized Corvus can't even see me right now.
I can't see anything except for the main facility right now.
You can see your friendly airship. It's only
it's leaving, yeah.
it's about 70 feet up. Thankfully,
Yeah.
you have methods to get there.
Mm-hmm. Around me, is there anything that could be scavenged from the dead, or are they just
Yeah,
dead?
no, you can scavenge things. There's not a whole lot of, but there are bodies, people that are caught in like the wider blasts, the edges things. There are limbs, there are craters that there are no remains within. There are scattered weapons and so on.
Well, I mean, people, not like equipment.
People, yeah,
People.
there's people.
But they're not like 100% dead. They can't be risen back up, kind of deal.
Those that are dead are dead. Very dead.
Those are dead or dead. Okay.
But it's not like this killed everybody in the facility. There are soldiers picking themselves back up.
There are whole parts just laying around.
Yes.
Yeah, there's an arm over here. There's a part of a hip over
In
here.
fact, Corvus, give me a perception check.
Okay. Also, I heal 10 points automatically.
Good for you.
Perception check. Boop.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You can easily hear this. Coming out of a fallen radio near you, you can hear a voice talking. It's basically, this is Captain Hedderblower. Commander Gerlish Eichel has fallen. There is no response. I am taking command. Everybody, if you can move to the walls, cover the retreat. And they basically start to give a very inspiring speech that would probably be very effective if it weren't the end times. Instead of being inspired, this just seems to be enough to get some people moving. There's this sort of mournful, this is it, around you. And yeah, there are soldiers moving to the breached walls, trying to get whatever heavy weapons they can into place. It looks like this is it. They are making a final stand. You want to try to kidnap soldiers?
No, they have their. He respects that.
Get the chloroform.
Just a little smack to the back of the head, drag you for a dark place.
You'll wake up later. It'll be fine. Don't ask why you're in Dulwood. Just know that you got there.
You mean that's what the fuck's a Dolphin?
I don't know any German, so I can't yell out things that would be
judging by the great big gaping hole that is in the main facility building, it looks like upper command was taken out, and the airship captain is assuming command.
At the wall, he's going to focus everything he can of the people up there.
You gotta tend to their wounds.
Okay.
Plan.
All right, you heal people up. This seems to invigorate some of them. You can see faces around you. Some of them have tears streaming down their cheeks. They don't want to die. This is not what they ever wanted. Others just look stern, gritting their teeth, readying themselves. There's a whole array of different emotions that culminating in determination. Whether it's covering fear or courage, they're standing. And your healing helps.
Yeah, that's about the only thing on mass I can do that's going to give any major effects.
I mean, it was still a really good one. I was actually between that or doing the really dumb thunder thing, but I'm just trying to buy time.
And I can't see any targets to throw attacks at.
No. Looks like most of the close enemy forces were obliterated.
And also the windstorm I kicked up is probably not great for the Guramagirs.
Yeah. There are no small flies approaching. You do see in the distance a few flights of dragons breaking free of the storm that Gifton has cast up, but they are quite a distance out.
But I can see them.
Actually, no, you can't. So, you know,
Darn.
for everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Corvus just can't see that far.
Let's see, is anything to do with?
He just needs a permanent scrying eye that can fly out for him.
Yeah, I just need like a floating eye around me the whole time.
You should have went half and half, like.
I know, I should have.
There's a reason Denoran did that.
Yeah,
we can still go that route. We can move the Ironcast Regenerate.
I don't know if that'll work.
I don't know if it is either, but it's an idea.
I'm going to just find someone else's eye.
Generates the Azoth eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we'll just start making infinite
Make a whole
eyes.
bunch of them.
We might
What do we do,
Azoth
Corvus?
eye.
You've used your action.
Yeah, that's it. So he's going to stand himself up after casting that, look at everything around him.
You just sit there with your gun ready.
The gun is probably somewhere. He'll pick that up. You see the airship leaving. He would send a message to Saxon over the line. We took a hit down here. I'm getting on the airship, seeing what else I can do there. They're making a last stand on the walls. And
relay that to the others since they probably know that.
Mm-hmm. And then he's going to portal rip himself onto the airship deck.
Okay, you appear on the airship deck, joining Talday, Captain Scarlet, civilians that are up here. Okay. Cassie.
Yes.
You are in the claws of Carrick.
Enjoy the wind in your hair.
Cass is doing the entire trying to run in air.
Your legs are moving.
Just the instinctual thing of I'm moving, I have to be running.
Oh my god.
Oh no! All I can think of is character not gonna like when he lands on his hind legs and
Cassie-
just hold you up like little dog.
No, he'll put Cassie down and she immediately just takes off.
Oh god. Oh,
Like an
no,
evil
this is
Knievel
gonna be
wind-up toy.
bad. I'm gonna
Drop
put
her.
her. I'm gonna put her on the airship and she'll run off the edge.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Like, okay, I'm gonna go catch Cassie.
Anything you want to do in Cassie, in Carrick's Claws?
Shoot things.
So there's shit going on in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
There's shit going on everywhere. Fuck.
Do you have
But first,
explosives?
since my turn started, I heal 11 points.
Yep, very nice.
Nice.
I can't do that again until I get hit again.
I mean, you always have. If you really need to heal, you always have second wind.
Yeah, but that's a freebie. How high up are we?
160.
Okay.
It might hurt.
You can fire at the enemy airship if you want. I can't promise anything to its effectiveness, but if you want to say fuck you to somebody.
I mean, rifles have
Actually,
like.
I would like to make a perception check to see if there's anything vital I can even remotely understand on the outside that I can take a shot at.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Of the airship, not of me.
On the
Please do not shoot me.
perception?
Yep.
But
You can't really see anything that looks like it's vital to the airship. You can try and fire at some of the gun emplacements and hope for something, but
Yes, that I shall do.
okay.
Oh, and I don't know if this matters for what's going on, but my boon of irresistible offense, I think, also applies to my Storm of Vengeance. So it bypasses resistances, I think.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Mhm.
All
Those are
right,
my 4 shots.
Kess, well, you don't particularly damage it, you don't halt any for such. You think you've hit something that is misaligned one of the aiming sights on one of these guns, as it shots you to be sort of going off kilter as trying to attack the friendly airship now.
I like to think you're tink, tink,
Yeah.
tink, slowly pushing it over.
Maybe it looks like you have disrupted one of the lenses that is used for firing acquisition.
slightly to the
There's
left
just
now.
some poor Grunnier crew inside getting ready to shoot, and all of a sudden, shebang, shebang, shebang! And they're just like, fuck!
Why do
But-
I keep doing that?
But that's the best I can do.
All right, Shaxton.
So, first question I have: the thing they were using, did it blow up?
Oh, what the magical device?
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question. Because its own functioning would not make it blow up, but we will go see if it's been hit by its.
Its own summon.
It is intact.
Okay, cool. Burning bunch of moves to get down to that.
Okay.
Is it the size there? I could actually. Can I?
Before you
give it a
move, do you
count
want me to give you more details on its size and so on?
Yeah.
Okay, so this thing is about the size of a large cabinet, a bit thicker, it's actually a blocky hexagonal thing, but it's around that size. It's floating somewhat off of the ground. There is a plate on the ground that it appears to be hovering above.
Is it like the center bit of the TARDIS?
Yeah, it's like a TARDIS console.
Yeah. The big roundy bit.
A floating TARDIS console.
Yeah.
Trying to figure something out.
Could he pick up the part that makes it float and carry that and make it float with him?
The thing I'm actually wondering is, since basically, can I get enough that I'm kind of grabbing it and then dimension doorway?
Let me double check dimension door.
Grab me, hit the button.
I've got it up with LV tools already.
Okay.
Yeah, it lets you take a wheeling creature.
You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. So if you can't carry it, then no. What is your carry capacity? I need to double check because we have some obscene things in this party.
Don't think I have anything that. I have powerful builds, so that goes. What's the base calculation for carrying capacity? Because there's nowhere on the sheet actually lists what your carrying capacity is.
So carrying base is your carrying capacity is your strength multiplied by 15. You can lift up to twice that.
50 and
And
powerful
then-
build double set.
Yes.
So mine's 300.
300. You could not lift this.
Damn.
However, you think some people in your party could, if you want to make a sort of concerted effort to actually get this.
Yeah, you could get Carrick or Dingus, actually, could haul it right now.
I'm assuming it would be basically, if I tried to lift it, it would be a strength check.
You couldn't. Like, even if you rolled max on your strength, you wouldn't be able to.
I was going to say, the reason I was asking is I have a thing. One of my infusions I have on my armor lets me, if I activate it, lets me swap my int mod for my strength, for a strength check.
What would that put you at?
That would make my int, if it's just using my straight int, 26.
So 26 times 15 doubled?
Yep.
That'd be 780.
Um,
I think. Yeah.
If you rolled well enough, I would say that you could lift it.
Okay.
Because this is a bit outside of bounds of what that is actually supposed to be for, I'm going to put some negatives on you for that, but you could do it. You just might suffer some servo burnout and shit.
Okay. I'm willing to give it a try. Straight int check.
Yep. Give me a int athletics, essentially. I don't know if you trained in athletics, but
I'm not.
okay, so straight int check, then, yeah.
Yeah. Straight int.
Oh, hey, look at that. Right, so you basically start to put all of your energy that powers your suit into lifting this up. You can feel your suit's motors straining. You could hear things creaking, busting, but you are able to lift this object. And indeed, you do lift the base plate, and it's almost like we all know, we've seen the magnetized orbiting globe things.
Oh god, it's really
Yeah.
good. Oh, god.
And I am then going to dimension door to the deck of the ship.
Okay, right, very nice.
And then probably put that thing down and
Yep.
have steam come off of everything.
Yeah, you set it down and you feel your armor is reacting slowly. If you are in a combat,
For that.
if you're in a combat before you get this repaired, you are going to be essentially under the effects of the slow spell.
Okay.
That basically cancel out his haste.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has haste on him right now, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but when the haste drops off,
That's
this
how
will
it'll
be
be
remaining
actually.
because this isn't a spell effect. This is
Mhm.
a condition essentially using that spell.
It's
Yeah, I'm
kind
just
of-
saying for right now it's
Yeah.
doing that though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Very nice. You have retrieved this mysterious casting focus. Okay. Right. Top of the round.
That's the bad guy's turn now, right?
Indeed, it is. The enemy airship that is still close to you now. I would say suffering the full brunt of the friendly capital ship's attack. Unfortunately, that is missing most of its armament at this point, so it is still a little pitiful blasting away at it. It's moving around and is going to start firing directly on your airship.
Can I do something on that?
It depends what you want to do.
At least one of the attacks. Actually, no. If can I see it?
Yeah.
All right, then it gets shunted through time, or at least everyone on board. I don't know how you want to do that.
You cannot see any creatures making the attack, Corvus.
All Never mind then.
I also was kind of hoping, but yeah.
The airship is not a creature, and the crew are concealed from you.
Mm-hmm. Don't have any other reactionary stuff I can do. Alright, that's it. Sorry.
Right.
I'm guessing it's weapon shots, not spells, right?
And it
Yes,
can
it's
be
weapon
spells.
shots.
Well, no, I've
Oh,
got
right.
counter spell.
Yeah,
No. It is armament.
Okay.
Right. What we're going to do is we are essentially going to do a piloting check from both the friendly airship and Scarlet to see if they can intercede on these shots.
Scarlet, look out! There, we aided her.
I didn't think about it. I could enlarge your airship.
You can?
Yes, in the enlarge spell, a creature or object you can see within range.
Shit! Oh man, I had two
I'm
potions.
going to advise against that just because of that what that will do to controls and shit.
Oh yeah, no,
Go break everything.
I'd have to drive it
Make it
all.
very difficult to fly.
Wait, can you shrink something?
Yes, it's enlarge reduce. So yes, I could shrink.
Okay, we don't want to turn into sardines.
You want to reduce the enemy airship.
Yeah, if I get within 60 feet of it, I can actually zap it.
That would actually be pretty evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might help.
That
Yeah.
condenses everyone inside pretty badly.
Okay, first we are going to do the friendly capital ship's piloting check.
I will say that does seem really.
I thought that didn't work on certain things. Like if it was being held by somebody else or used by somebody else.
Oh, so there's an object. You choose either creature or object that's not worn or carried.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a
but
shit.
I mean, not wearing or
I will say, if this were a stand combat, I'd probably say no. But as we are doing some cinematic shenanigans,
Yeah.
I would let it have an effect. It might not be entirely what you hope for.
Yeah.
it might only
may-
take out like the engine. Oh, that'd be cool.
I may just fireball the thing.
Part of the...
Okay, in a beautiful display, your airship is only going to take 18 points of hull damage because the friendly capital ship and your own airship seem to be in sync in how they should be moving to try and avoid this fire, as the friendly airship essentially rotates around with yours to keep it between it and the enemy ship.
Nice.
Gifton's airship.
It is, however, absorbing the brunt of the fire directly.
It was my baby.
Okay. There are indeed dragons breaking formation of the Divine Storm. The bulk of that force still seems to be stuck, as essentially people have to stay within major safety zones to not die.
Yay, I'm helping.
Yep.
Orlin be praised.
Okay.
Only for storms, not
Those
for war.
those of you that are on the sorry, those of you that are on your airship on the top deck, you can hear the radio near Scarlet going off. As you hear the voice of Captain Brow saying, "Friendly vessel, time to go. Thank you for your assistance." And then you see the friendly airship. Its engines seem to go to full burn. It stops firing, and immediately starts to ram into the smaller ship, which doesn't destroy the friendly capital ship. It definitely damages it. You can see plating crumbling and so on. But that that enemy airship is knocked aside. Turrets along its left flank just being scraped clean off, small explosions dotting its hull, and it starts to list in the air, seemingly having power fluctuations issues. And the capital airship seems to be moving directly across the battlefield towards the approaching dragons.
Ramming speed.
Okay. Gifton.
Well, shit. I thought somebody'd come after me. Those motherfuckers. I'm really disappointed. Fuck. I don't
You want to kidnap soldiers on the walls?
Yeah. Can I spend my time grabbing as many damn people as I can
Yeah, you can.
with Dingus?
Yeah. Do you want to go for people that are willing or people that are?
Yeah, anybody that'll come for it. I'm not kidnapping people that want to stay and fight.
Okay. All right. In that case, go ahead and give me insight checks, please. Just an insight check.
Insight. I'm gonna use gift and sheet because I don't know how to roll an insight with the solar, and we have the same wisdom. I checked. Okay, so skills. Where are skills? Skills. I have skills.
Okay. Yeah, you can spot people that are essentially broken by this. That there's a few young men that are just sort of huddled, crying. Some that seem to be almost catatonic. Their allies aren't trying to force them to move. Like there seems to be a sort of understanding here that the situation is too much. But yeah, you can spend your turn grabbing. I'll say 4 people on your turn. Actually, if Dingus is helping you, you can grab. I'll say you can grab 6.
Okay, me and Dingus will grab who we can because we both move. Like I say, I go 150 and he goes 80. So we'll grab who we can.
Yeah. Do you want to then alight on your airship so it can start moving itself?
I will drop people off on the airship. I'm huge right now, and Dingus is Jesus Christ, so I don't know if I should land on the airship.
Your airship will outpace you unless you do some spellcasting to go fast.
I was gonna cling onto the side so I don't take up the whole top.
I will say, your airship is struggling with like weight capacity at this point.
Oh, okay. So it's not gonna be able to handle me being on it anyway.
At your size, no.
Okay, because me and Dingus are like this for.
Don't you have the ability to end it?
The potions, no.
Well, I mean, if you end your other thing,
I can end my other thing. So I can end my thing after we get him on there. And so
Dingus can turn back into a pseudo dragon and just be a particularly large pseudo dragon.
Oh fuck! We'll both be pseudo dragons.
There you go. Yeah. You can polymorph yourself if you want. Just be.
I can literally turn into a pseudo dragon. That's one of the
turn
things.
into a pseudo dragon with the wedge.
You could also dismiss Dingus if you really need the.
I can't.
Oh wait,
No,
no,
he's
you
not
can't
familiar.
do that anymore. Yeah.
So we will drop people off on the airship, and then Dingus will turn into a pseudo dragon, and then I'll turn into a pseudo dragon.
Okay, so a couple of dog-sized pseudo dragons.
Doing head bobs.
Yeah, head bobs. Okay. All right.
This is great.
Amazing.
They think this is just really us being helpfully useful with magic, but really no. This is what we do.
Carrick.
But the storm's still going.
Okay, first, what happened? The small enemy airship is still.
It seems to be like struggling in the air. Like it took a heavy blow. Whether the crew is disorientated or like their engines are having trouble to redirect themselves, they seem to be like just drifting.
Is it pretty obvious that our ship's having issues with weight?
Yes.
If I make a check, could I figure out if I could just do what Gifton did and save any more people and not make it too bad?
Go ahead and give me a. I'm gonna call it investigation. Strange enough.
Okay, no problem. I will make a roll.
By the way, Dingus is motherfucking huge for 5 hours, and I'm slightly bigger for 4 hours.
You could like maybe fit a couple of people on, but frankly, you are already at the point of engine burnout.
Okay, that's where I wanted to check before I started saving people because I have 1,000-foot.
Essentially, it's not as if adding more people is going to make the airship suddenly drop from the sky. It's just going to be speed reduction, part wear.
How far?
The engines were already taxed.
Yeah.
Is the point where I am to the enemy airship closer, or our airship to the enemy airship?
It's about equivalent, frankly.
Is it within 60 feet? I'm guessing not.
You are already up in the air, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say yeah, sure.
Okay. Actually, do I do damage with fireball? double checking numbers. Okay, nope. I'm just gonna open my mouth and spray acid at the enemy airship.
Okay, very nice. Do you want to target? I'm going to ask you. Do you want to target any particular part of it? Do you want to target armaments? Do you want to target a damaged section?
I'm guessing the engines are away from me.
Yes, the engines are sort of pointing away from you.
I'm gonna target. Can I see where the pilot would be? You
don't know.
Okay,
These are internal controlled airships.
I'm gonna aim at a damaged spot.
Okay, right, very nice then. You spray your acid towards one of the damaged spots, and there are actually a few secondary explosions.
And is moving 160 feet able to get me to our ship?
Yes.
Or is it farther out than that? Okay, then I am going to land, putting cast down before turning into human just before I land.
Okay, very nice.
Extra weight on the ship.
Okie dokie. Alright, in that case, we are to Telday. Telday overhead, that friendly capital ship is moving towards the enemy forces. Fire guttering from its side. Clearly on its last legs itself.
I don't think I can evacuate anybody from that, so I'm not, unfortunately, going to try.
Anyway, based on our airship.
I don't have that ability on a few levels.
I would have had an ability to talk before I swapped. Can I just get something in?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would have messaged Shaxon with the comm beads. Find out what the fuck they call magical mansion for goddamn Hexenreich use for me, please. Let's leave it that.
Shaxon, Arcana check. Shaxon, you actually know.
Jax will just calmly respond.
My Fleeben's little sausage hut or something. I don't know.
It's Magician's Hollenhaus.
Magician's Hollenhaus.
Fuck! Why did I turn into a pseudo dragon? Can I have undone the pseudo dragon thing?
Do you want to do that?
That seems like a bad idea at this exact point in time.
I mean, most of us are pretty good at the mind ready thing now. We've had a lot of time around them, so you might be able to actually regularly communicate.
Did you want to tell somebody else first?
I just wanted to. I just want to say. So can I have had said, have Carrot cast that in the hold?
Yeah, you can do that before you transform.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Because Carrot could literally unscroll the wish spell and cast it without going into the hold.
Oh, you want me to actually use the scroll for that?
Yeah,
Okay.
use the scroll. Well, it's either that or I don't know if your little of me can do it.
So she still has 3 9th level spell slots because she hasn't used any yet.
Yeah, just use her.
Yeah, I will.
Just use her. Don't use the scroll.
Okay. In that case,
I just want to that.
Holding her like a wand and just shaking.
Yep. Okay.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm hearing some weird things happening at my gate.
Okay.
Magnificent Mansion's being cast outside his house.
Alright, Telday.
Yeah. Alright, so looks like we don't have to worry about the enemy ship at this point then.
In the immediate moment, you've got no idea if it will recover or so on.
And
really good at damage.
In that case, do people on the deck look particularly injured or particularly distraught?
Distraught, yes.
But not really injured.
There's injuries. They are air quotes superficial battlefield injuries. There might be a broken arm or two, but it is mostly cuts, grazes.
Okay. I think this might be for the best.
Okay, yeah, that's a nice move.
I will try to do it more amongst the people and less right beside Scarlet, because
Keeping her focused.
I'm not sure that I really want her to be sedated.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. This will help some of the soldiers for sure that have been dropped off on deck. In fact, you see a couple of them that were subbing and so on, starting to calm, and they just basically sort of grip their rifles as if ready if anything comes for the ship itself.
That said, I will also find my pistol in my bag just in case I need to do some long range attacking.
I'm glad you went that because I was thinking something else and I was worried.
Corvus.
I heal.
Okay, you're gonna heal a few of the energy soldiers on deck.
No, I heal.
Oh, you heal. Yes. You get your regeneration.
And
Corvus
then
doesn't care about the soldiers on the deck. He's worrying about himself.
no, I gotta remember that I do heal now. Okay, so as long as concentration keeps up, this is 1 hit point for 10 minutes per round. So
Okay, you're just gonna keep that up.
If they have 0 hit points.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
This is for getting people that are down up.
These are people who are up. We'll just do this one. Oh, sorry. Well, yeah.
That looks really, really weird in dark mode.
Okay. All right, very nice. You basically heal everybody up on deck to full.
Ooh. Yay, healing.
Well, it's a 30-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, but
And
it
it's just
so many
anybody. Oh, it only holds. Yeah, it only holds that. Yeah.
Are you prioritizing the soldiers or your party members?
Yeah,
do the soldiers.
The soldiers.
Okay.
Do the soldiers.
That is enough to get them all up to full.
Yeah, I found out last time that it only heals so many people at a time. That's like 6 people.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I think there's only 6 people on deck right now. So.
Yeah. All right, Cassie.
Well, there's a little bit more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, but we don't count. We don't need to worry about it for us.
There were 6 soldiers though, so.
Yeah. Yeah, the civilians aren't particularly injured. They're just dirty.
Quick, get the.
I don't know if
They were
Toby's
kept
still
safe.
outside.
Okay, we will hold on Cassie. Shexton.
The other airship that was nearby, is it within 100 of us?
The enemy airship.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I am upcasting lightning bolt to level 5.
Okay, very nice. I will ask you the same question I asked Carrick. Any particular spots you want to target?
Honestly, he's just straight. He's going to aim through one of the openings from one of the guns for the sole reason if that gets the bolt in and more damage.
You said an intact emplacement or one of the heavily damaged ones that Carrick did.
May as well get rid of one of the intact ones.
Okay.
Because I'm probably gonna be hitting it at the same time.
Okay. This seems to essentially superheat and melt the barreling on one of these emplacements. Anything else?
That is all I can do on my action. My cantrips. That's it.
Okay. Right. At the top of the round. Scarlet sends the airship into essentially full steam, which is not as fast as you're used to moving on this thing, but it does start to move away from the invading army in the airbase, the Hexamite base rather. You can actually hear explosions occurring within the Hexamite destroyer that was near you, the enemy ship, seeming to suffer a... Basically, this is secondary explosions from munitions going off, I'm just going to say it clearly. And there is a whole round of explosions that erupt out of the side of it, and all of you can see a hatch opening towards the top of it, and a squad of 6 Goemagir pouring out of it before the enemy airship detonates completely. Its husk of burning metal starting to just plummet from the sky. The Goemagir seeming to then set a pursuit course after you all. I am going to ask for an immediate, anyone that has ranged abilities, single action. I'm allowing you a reprisal attack on these things before they can get to you and try to strike.
What type of range do we need to be able to hit them?
I am going to allow anything up to 100 to within 60 feet.
Okay.
Okay, I have my answer to this. Just fuck you, lightning bolt again.
Okay.
I can cast as a pseudo dragon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, you need sets.
These are single target.
You're casting that off the first page, right?
Yeah.
They're not in a nice handy line.
If you have
they?
multi-attack, I will allow multi-attack, but everyone is targeting one person.
Does AoEs affect multiples?
No.
Like a fireball.
They are spread out enough that it's not really going to help.
Okay.
I'm casting this.
Next dokie.
If we do this, we're losing our action for the turn.
Nope. I'm just allowing this as a freebie.
In that case,
This is a cinematic reaction.
Range on you.
Okay, so I missed. I'm back. What's going on?
The enemy airship has detonated. A squad of Goemagir have poured out of it just before it went off. I am allowing everybody a single, essentially, attack action. Like, around, if you have multi-attack, you can have that. Everyone targeting one target. To see if you can take down the squad before it reaches you.
All right.
I will say that is already 2 failed saves. So the Sunburst and the Lightning Bolt take out a Goemagir each.
And they're spread out enough that AoEs won't affect
Yep.
them.
Yeah, because I used a 60-foot radius spell and they're too spread out.
They are in a loose formation.
Screw it. We're going this route. Probably won't do anything.
Mm-hmm. I can't roll shit for saves. Okay, third one is down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've got nothing except for actually shooting at them.
Yep, go ahead and shoot.
Unless they were... Yeah, they're not actually attacking yet.
60 feet will be the closest. Yep.
Alright, so I'm at disadvantage.
I just threw a big spell because I figured I'd go for range, because I figured make sure to hit the farthest one back for you guys.
That is another one down.
Sorry,
Oh,
pull the...
I'm pretty sure it's the same attack modifier anyway, so it's a hit, and yep, that is one down. Corvus, that is another one down.
Okay. Okay.
Take
I can do a multi-attack, but we're just targeting one,
Yeah.
so he's just gone.
Alright, Cass. Okay, that is a hit. Give me damage. Still standing. Do you want to do another shot?
Yep.
As a hit. Okay, that is that one down. You guys cut down the Goramager squad before they can reach your airship. Which I will tell you is saving innocent lives, because that is what they were going to go for.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes, they are fuckers. The Goramager squad is shut down. The enemy airship is falling from the sky, and you are moving away from the base. You can see streaks of heavy weapon fire coming from your friendly forces down below, just directing blindly into the enemy mass that is being assailed by Gifton's Defiant Storm. Yeah.
I like to believe that the whole time the storm's going, there's just like this unearthly come from the clouds.
As you move away, the friendly capital ship starts to launch its own fire. Trace of fire coming from its remaining gun turrets, now attacking the dragons that are swarming it. Over the radio on your airship, you can all hear Captain Bauer shouting, "Glory to the sons and daughters of Hexenreich! Long live the Empire!" Before there is a resounding detonation, a bright flash of light in the air as the capital ship detonates its magical engine. Essentially a mushroom cloud appearing. Even at your distance, the shockwave hits your ship. We are going to have Scarlet do a pilot check. Fuck me. Okay. Scarlet is apparently a better pilot than Idris could ever hope to be.
Idris is
She's roll another 20.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Scarlet steadies the ship, stopping it from being knocked off course or falling. On deck, you do all have to brace yourselves. There are a few screams from the civilians that are up on deck. In fact, we're going to give them some saving throws. Oh, there is a failure. One of the civilians is...
I have +9 to anybody near me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but a 10 doesn't succeed.
Wait. Wheel versus woe. Wheel versus woe.
Okay.
I don't...
You have bonus.
13 does not succeed.
Oh.
Anyone able to give another +2?
How many
Flash of Genius.
do we need?
Okay, right. So Flash of Genius, I think, is more than a +2. So somehow, the supernatural forces surrounding this person from the party let them grab onto the rails at the last moment, stopping them from being knocked overboard.
I just figured at that point one of us grabbed him.
Two pseudo-dragons suddenly grabbed him by the legs and were like...
Couple of dragons on the nest. Shaxton suddenly had the flash of genius of, I should grab them as well. And they have not been knocked overboard.
I should get that cast as soon as I can.
The friendly capital ship has detonated, self-destructed, seemingly taking out the dragons that were assailing it, in a very worrying display of just how much energy these capital ships' magical cores have.
Mm-hmm.
And you are flying away, seemingly unpursued now.
Gifton is going to waddle over to Carrot and hold up like a little claw and then go me.
I'm gonna
and I'm gonna cast it.
Oh. I didn't know you could.
What? I'm casting a magical mansion down in the hold.
Oh, I didn't know you had it.
I have another wish left. Remember, we got a full rest. I got 3 wishes back.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And your trigger to save a spell slot.
Okay,
Yes.
you're doing that. Shaxton, you want to do something?
Jax is going to calmly pop a Hexenreich salute.
So it's better if I do it because I don't want you to burn hers.
I mean, she, like I said, she is. Technically, she would have gotten a spell.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay, and so you cast a magical mansion down below. As the ship moves on very slowly because of the weight it's bearing, you can head below deck and start to basically funnel people into this magical mansion if you so please.
I'm gonna get people into it. It's not my usual It doesn't have nearly as many lewd paintings up on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more sashes on people for some reason, and bits of silk and cloth draped over them. Just a little bit more, kinder, gentler. But it's mostly just a big banquet hall and like a massive barracks with just really comfy beds and like chests and stuff like that, and like little privacy screens because there's just so many people.
I'm gonna make sure that the civilians on the top get in there first, just so that we don't duplicate that.
Well, we have to get the people in the hold into it first.
Yeah, because you need to be able to filter down.
I'm getting them filtered down as best as can
because into the interior of the ship. Yeah. Okay. All right. It takes a good half hour to actually get people situated and moved because it is a large mass of scared people that you have to direct. There are actually a couple of soldiers in the hold as well. Looks like one of you, a couple of you actually, Corvus and Cassie, I believe, recognize Sergeant Beck, who was basically told to handle all of this. And he does help move people. This sort of young, noble, first battle boy.
Oh, I remember him, yeah.
But eventually the weight on the airship is lifted, people getting more comfortable. There is a lot of shock and so on that is still hanging over these civilians. There is no sort of joy in this escape, just we live.
But for what?
But for what?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how long is this going to last? They had already moved from refuge to refuge. But Scarlet is immediately calling over the ship's internal comms to basically anyone, not just Shaxton, with any degree of technical expertise. Claude needs help. Like the airship is struggling. It was already pushed over its limits getting there.
Haldy translating, trying to go find anybody that knows how to do stuff, right?
Which
just put her in a papoose and walk around with her.
A couple of the civilians actually volunteer. Whether more of them know and just aren't responding, it's hard to tell. But you do have a couple of friendly Hexenrikers trying to help out. Shaxton, you're sort of ordered to go assist Claude directly.
Yeah, Shax will go and he'll actually, and the volunteers come, he'll bring them in on the way, start briefing them on some of the systems he knows may not be the most common things.
Yeah. Right.
And since I'm probably not going to be of much help with anything at this point, I'm going to actually go and help too because I am good at assisting.
Yeah. Basically, they need hands. Like they can direct people on how to do things. But they need people to hold this wiring in place while I do this, etc., etc.
Since they're needing extra hands and stuff, I'm going to try to bring Merrick back.
Okay, you can bring Merrick back.
Okay, so we know for sure that works.
Yeah, the familiar summoning spells still seem to work. Hexenrikers do not seem to deem this a threat to their national security.
Yeah. So because he can help hold stuff. Because he's a big, strong pseudo-dragon.
Okay.
I'm going to hang out inside the magical mansion with the pile of refugees because I don't know what to do with myself. And I don't speak Hexenreich. So
I'm actually going to hand off my... I'm going to take my little circlet of comprehend languages off and put it on the little pseudo-dragon.
Oh, I was going to go back to... I was
you can go back to human now that people have offloaded it.
I'll put it over to you. I can't remember the spell.
This won't let me speak it, though.
You can do some STEM requests.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put the little circlet on. So,
and you can go ahead and give me a investigation check, Gibson. Oh, actually, I would have diplomacy if you'd rather.
I'll take investigation. That's fine.
You can find one of the Hexenrikers here, one of the civilians that actually speaks decent Barasian. It's not perfect. It's a little broken, but they understand and can communicate with you. So you can use them for help.
Yeah, I will use them as much as I am able in the comprehend language circlet. And
it's a young woman called Clara Folk.
Clara Folk. How do you spell that last name?
Folk.
Falk.
Yeah.
Or Falk. Yeah. Folk.
Oh,
I had it wrong on many accounts because I was spelling it like that. So yeah, I did it very wrong.
I had the
And
last
also I had a C on the first one. So yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah, I will go around with Clara and try to get things situated. I will try to explain to her, so she seems to understand Baratheon, that we're going to try to get them evacuated off the continent temporarily till things chill out.
Okay, she'll nod, and even though there's not disbelief as such, just that sort of dour attitude of you're going to try to help, but we don't actually expect much of it. Even though she is displaying that sort of response, she is still going to try and sort of encourage her countryfolk. Tell them that's what you're trying to do. It's essentially
we already got one man out yesterday. We'll see what we can do.
It's essentially that hopeless person trying to help other hopeless people.
Which is, of course, really painful for Gifton because she's has a lot of that weight to deal with of the hope variety. So yeah, trying to cheer people up.
Okay, all right.
Dingus is a dog-sized monstrosity for a while, and I'm large Gifton.
We're going to have essentially just one role for the group efforts of trying to repair the airship, get it up and running. I'm going to assume Shaxton's likely going to be the one doing it. You can have a +5 on top of your normal bonuses.
Okay, and just using all-purpose tool or something else?
All-purpose, you may as well.
Okay, and also, do I have advantage or no?
Yeah, I'll say you have advantage.
Can we stack other things onto it if we need to?
No, this is just a culminated effort. I'm assuming that such features would have been used in the process.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm pretty sure
so
41 will be okay.
41, you are able to stabilize the engines. They were at risk of essentially failing.
Kind of figured.
Yeah, you are able to get them stabilized, and the ship continues on at a bit of a better speed. It's not at its full capability simply because you don't want to push that now. But with no pursuit, this seems to be a safe speed to head out at. So the airship essentially doesn't limp along. It moves at a steady pace. Are you going to resume your previous course?
That's probably our best action.
I'm going to ask a question before saying that. How far in the Hexenrake are we?
A good couple of days in.
Okay, so it's better. There's one of those. Are we close enough to turn around and get these people back out? Would be a better bet. Okay, so we are not definitely at that point.
Yeah, no. Okay. Like you could choose to.
Yeah, but it's not the close method.
But you'd have to take a wide path simply to not
avoid what we just got away.
Yes, so you could circle around through the land and then try to head back out of the ocean if you wanted, or you could head for the Kingdom of the Dead, which doesn't have the restrictions of the all of the restrictions of the Hexenreich stuff. Like there's some border interference just because the Hexenreich has surrounded most of the continent, but they should have facilities to move about themselves.
If we can get them there, I mean, I can.
And you all know that the reports say that the King of the Dead has been offering refuge, so...
Yeah. We can get them there, and if they'd rather go to Barast, I can find out, okay, where it's safe for me to start teleport circling people.
I say, worst case scenario, we get Dadriel to come over and start giving them all headaches.
Yeah. I will say, technically, even with having to do a wide circle, it is like a day or two faster to head back out over the ocean and get them out. But then that is adding a huge amount of journey back to get to the Kingdom of the Dead.
Yeah, it's also risky because we risk way in, way out.
So
and we might have to go past the forces that we're dodging because we head back that way.
Yeah.
So it is a viable course, but it has its own downside. So whichever you want to choose to do.
I say we stay on course.
Dead.
Okay.
We have a mission.
Right, so you direct Scarlet to start moving back towards the Kingdom of the Dead, which she will set the course, and then she will relieve the helm to Idris. As Scarlet herself seems to be a little shaken, in a sort of, she's experienced enough that she doesn't let it affect her too much, but it's clearly, it was an event.
Stressful.
Yeah. She wants to go have a sit down with a cup of coffee.
Carrick, what I want to do is, since this is going to be probably multiple days, tomorrow when you get up, have your simulacrum cast the magical mansion down in the hall using her regen spell. That way we can get overlap time so people can swap over buildings before the other one wears out. And that way we don't end up with a cluster of suddenly a million people squished in the hole.
Which, what I'm going to say is, with the airship now continuing back on its course, that is where we're going to end this week's session. I would like for you out of session to assume that you have at least 3 days of time where nothing is going to hit you or anything like that. So you can all decide what you want to do during those 3 days of travel.
Okay.
Right. Okay. We are going to distribute experience points. Everybody, take yourself a nice 10,000 experience points.
Wow.
You may all take a point of piety and a point of Orlan piety.
You said 10,000, right?
Yep.
Did he like my thunder?
He did like your thunder.
Thunder.
You have pleased the war god.
This is the most violent Gifton's been in a game.
So it's 2 Orlans. Oh no, there's 2 Orlans.
Right, and we will do this same time next week.
So close to the 25 Faye.